Hey there, how is everyone doing today? Thank you so much for being here. A few weeks ago, I think I mentioned over in episode 101 that about the idea of layering fitness, like that you start with one thing and then the next month you add something else and the next month you add something else. And it works. I mean, it's an effective way of getting your fitness up to speed. But something happened very interesting when we just did movement month in my inner circle. And I wanted to just share that with you guys because you might find that it was surprising. It was surprising to me. I think it might be surprising to you too. So back on episode 101, I was talking about the idea of layered fitness. And layered fitness is basically where you add one habit, one fitness tip, one piece of movement, whatever it is, and then you add another and another. So March was movement month. And movement month was where I had said, okay, so, we're going to all step up our movement. And this is in the inner circle. And so we're going to all step up our movement. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a combination. All right, we're going to do a combination. And we don't have to do a lot of strength because that'll come later. But right now, I want to kind of bring some stuff together. And I asked everyone, I was like, so where do you need to pick up your movement? Like, where are you slipping? Where are you dumping off? Where are you not keeping up with things? To a T, every person in the group said, I need to stretch more. I was like, oh, this is interesting because I really thought that we'd be like stepping up the cardio or stepping up the, weight bearing exercise or something. But everybody said, I need to stretch more. And it made me realize that that I'm not a lone wolf, because if there's one thing, like in my world, you've heard me say it before, but I have this workout for the week, right? I have a workout schedule that's all set up for the week. If something's going to drop off that workout schedule, it's most likely going to be the stretching. Should I admit that? Probably not, but it's just the way it is, okay? I'm very good at getting my cardio in. I'm darn good at getting my strength training in. I'm, quite frankly, half-ass at times at getting my stretching in. What happens is that I may find that I'm a little bit busy, right? I'm a little bit busy now. I want to get just that last thing done. And if I'm going to get that last thing done, something's going to slip. And that something is going to be my stretching. So that's fine. I got away with that for a long time until I couldn't get away with it anymore, until I started having those aches and pains and issues and, old injuries that kind of never quite went away kind of thing. And I find that the stretching is what heals me. The stretching is what keeps me going. And it's not just me. It's not just me. One of my people, Jennifer, said, she was like, well, she's tight in her upper back. She's tight in her back of her neck. She's tight, like, she's got a lot of stress going on. She uses her computer a lot. She's just tied up there. And she said, it's really funny. When I was doing my stretching that I was supposed to do, after like 3 days, I noticed that I felt so much better. That, like, everything felt good. And like, I laugh, but I can't talk. Same thing about, I don't know, maybe a month ago. I don't know when it was. In the recent past, I started having some pain, like a lot of pain, hips, back, butt, everything was hurting. And I wasn't slowing down, right? I had a lot of stuff going on. I was really busy. I kept thinking that, you know what, let me just get through this. Give me a couple of more days and I'm going to just like relax. I'm going to start doing I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm just like everyone else. I'm pretty darn good at what I do. And then there's those moments when I just fall flat on my face. And this was one of those moments, because I was thinking, I just need to get through this week and then I'm going to get back to my stretching. And my body wasn't having anything to do with it. I couldn't get through the week without getting back to my stretching. And so all of this to say, like, all of it to say is that I'm not unusual. Jennifer's not unusual. It happens, and I think part of the reason it happens is because we are all busy. We're we're going, 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 going. We're sitting at computers. We're sitting at desks. We're doing all the things, right? And when we're doing all the things, we tend to we tend to not do those few things, those last little things that we need to be doing for ourselves. So, what I'd like to suggest is that you join us in Movement Month. And if one of the things that you realize that you don't do is your stretching, then step it up a little bit. Okay. So for us, what the stretching was, as far as what we're all trying to do, or actually, you know what, trying is a bad word. We're not trying. What we're all doing in the group is 4 to 5 days a week of stretching. And stretching can be anything, right? You don't have to do yoga. Yoga is amazing. And if I haven't like gone on and on and on about yin yoga, amazing. Um, and all it is taking some really simple yoga poses and holding them for a long time, 5 minutes. And what happens, and and not just corpse pose, okay, but different, like child's pose and whatever, right? Whatever whatever you really like to do is the way I do it, because if you hold it for like 5 minutes, it just feels so good. You think, why don't I do this more often? Right? What's wrong with me? Why do I put this off? Why is this the thing that slips? So, but yoga doesn't have to be what you're doing. I mean, yoga could be the thing, or it could just be simply a stretching routine that you like. I am linking to a stretching website I found in the show notes, and it's really interesting. Like my first thought when I saw it was, oh, cheesy, but then they got me. They had, click here to see what you need to stretch, click here to see, what needs to be stretched. So if you click on the hip, it gives you hip stretches. If you click on the calf, it gives you calf stretches. It's actually a really good site. And just if you're not going to the show notes, let me see if I can find the name of that site. I don't think I have it in front of me. I apologize, but it's something like stretching exercises, but we will have it in the show notes for you. But all I'm suggesting is that you take a few minutes. I mean, I know that if I take 10 minutes, I feel good. If I take 20 or 30 minutes to stretch, I feel amazing. And but I don't find 30 minutes to stretch every day. I really don't. Um, if you add up cardio and then strength and then throw in the stretching, time does get a little short, especially if you're super busy, like I know you are. We all are. And it's it's one of those things. I'm just going to say it because it is one of those things where even though we are all really busy and you're really busy and life is flying by no matter what's going on, when we don't feel good, everything is harder. And as evidence, just like I said, I mean, it was a period of time not that long ago when I was hurting. And I know what to do. It's not like this is a new thing to me. I know what to do. And I still put it off thinking, oh, just tomorrow, tomorrow I'll get to this. Or 2 days from now, I can break down and just do the things I need to do, but I just need to knock this stuff out. Forget it. Because in the end, when we feel good, we do good, right? And so finding those stretches, finding that time to do the stretches, and they can be anything. Sitting at my desk today, I took out 2 minutes and did my neck stretches. Everything felt better. 2 minutes, right? Like we've all got 2 minutes. We've all got 10 minutes. We really do. I actually do like my neck stretches when I'm sitting in my car at red lights. Like, why not, right? What else am I doing? So like start trying to figure out where you can add some stretching in, because I don't think that our inner circle is unique. I mean, yes, everyone is unique in there, and we're not unique in our needs. And if everybody in that group said stretching was the thing that they needed to concentrate on, and if I'm saying stretching is the thing that I need to concentrate on, then I'm betting that stretching could be at least one of the things that you need to be concentrating on. And we all know we need to, okay? And I think we know why, but just in case. When you stretch, you're stretching your muscles. It helps the joints. It relieves the joints. It takes the pressure off the joints. It takes away pain. It allows us to be able to do more things. Like, think about it. There's some things I do, like let's say when I'm kayaking. Um, if I'm not well stretched, there are certain moves that I can't make, or I can make them, but I don't make them well. And it's the same thing, like when I'm riding. If I'm riding a long distance and my muscles don't feel fluid and I'm not well stretched, then I'm going to get cramps. I'm going to compensate, right? Like maybe I hunch over or do something that I shouldn't be doing to compensate for some short muscles, which of course adds pain somewhere else. This is not rocket science, and we all know it. And the bottom line is that we also know that we need to be doing it, right? So, what else can I say to get you to join us in doing some stretching? I'd love to hear from you. Like, I really would. I'd like to know if the thing is that you need to be doing right now is stepping up your stretching, or is it something else? I mean, we'll definitely talk more about cardio, and we'll definitely talk more about strength, because those things they're the building blocks, right? Like, they're the building blocks that keep us healthy and vital forever. And if we don't feel good, and if we're not limber and stretched, then we're not going to feel good forever too. If you've been listening to this for any length of time, you know that my mother, who is no longer with me, was a yoga instructor. And she was an amazing yoga instructor, actually. And I think she was 85 when she passed away. And if that's what it was, then at 84, she was still teaching yoga. She could sit down on the floor and put her feet behind her head. Like, thanks, Mom, because I've never been able to do that. But at the same time, she was also someone who never woke up in pain. She just never was in pain. And it was from that flexibility that came from just, that's what she did. Like, every day, that's what she did. So let me encourage you. It doesn't have to be yoga. It can be any kind of stretching. Go check out that site I found on the show notes. Of course, fitisfreedom.com, and you can find the show notes there. You can find stretching exercises anywhere. Go slow, go easy, start small, like everything. Give your body time to build up, and it doesn't take long. Like, our bodies come back so fast. And especially when it comes to stretching, that's one of the things I've noticed, is that we just come back like that. And just give yourself the gift of a little bit of flexibility. And you're going to find that things don't hurt as much if they do hurt, or it's easier to do all the exercises you want to do, or it's easier to just do all the things that you want to do. Because in the end, of course, feeling great, being able to do what we love to do, getting out there, enjoying life, enjoying ourselves, enjoying our ability to do all the things that we love to do, is so, so important. So let me know. Let me know if stretching is one of your things. I'd love to hear that. And I'd love to hear what else you'd like to hear about. And just remember, it doesn't take much, but it does take doing it. And if you are like I used to be, which I have put a line in the sand. If you're like I used to be, which is that was the thing that fell off immediately, then go listen to, I think it was episode, I think it was like episode 103, when I talk about finding an extra 20 minutes in your day. And find an extra 20 minutes of your day, note to self, Kelly too, and then just do it. just do the stretching and let me know. I bet you in a month, you're going to be like everybody else in our inner circle. And you're going to be like, wow, I feel great. So a couple other things. One of them is if you're listening to this when we first go live, the Sugar Freedom is coming up again. We'll be doing it this month in March. And this time we've got two options. For those of you who don't want to go for a full 30 days, I heard it. Believe me, everybody told me. We've got a short time. We have a short option and a longer option. So like half month, long month, whatever. And then it's just go to the URL. I think it's fitisfreedom.com/sugar reset. That's fitisfreedom.com/sugar reset. And you can sign up there and you'll get the invite and you can join us. It is lots of fun in a misery loves company kind of way. I'm just kidding. It's really actually, after you do it for a little while, you are going to feel so good. And some people that are in the group find that if you have joint pain, for some people it goes away because sometimes the inflammation goes away with less sugar. All right, I'm going to wrap up today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you again later. You have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye now.